Game on, players. I want to.
Previously on Battlestar Galactica.
Retinitis pigmentosa, slow death of the retinal nerve cells. It tends.
So basically, my eyes are compromised. I am going to play the greatest, the best-selling game of 1991. Are you with me? I said, are you with me? Were inspired by Michael Jackson himself. They were either going to make Sonic the Hedgehog change colour, like, Tails, you're not my love, you're just a fox saying I am the one, but the kid is not my son. But can he stay in my house anyway? Look at this little child being led away by Michael Jackson. He's like, would you like to try some Jesus juice and play with my monkey? Shamo! Oh, we used to play this game so innocently.
Michael!
There we go. 2 out of 6. I just did a number 2. Game on, players. Let's do this, Sonic. Let's smash this punk. Welcome back, Game Boys and Game Girls, to part 2 of the greatest, the best-selling game of 1991. That's right, the game all the cool kids were playing. Sonic the Hedgehog. Okay, before we get into this today, there's a few things I want to go through. First of all, I decided to do things a little bit differently this time. I've pre-recorded my gameplay, and I can tell you the reason for this. I'm doing audio separately because I found it extremely difficult to play and speak and remember all of the stuff that I needed to talk about in the previous video. So yeah, that's the reason for it. And the other reason was because I've added bonus content. This video would have gone on for like 45 minutes and I wanted to keep it under 20. So there's going to be cuts. It's going to skip from one part of the level to another part, just because I wanted to cut the fat basically. So yeah, let's get into it. As I said in the previous video, take everything I say as fact. Don't worry about what you may hear or read that contradicts me. It's all propaganda anyway. Okay, let's get back into it. So this level, Marble Zone, is obviously based on ancient Greece and Rome. Well, at least the ruins anyway. We're agreed on that. Okay. So I can tell you the story behind the Marble Zone. So this is basically where Sonic the Hedgehog returns to the place, and it has huge significance. It's to do with his ancient ancestors. Sonic's ancient ancestors Sonic the Hedgehog's ancient ancestors were taken from their homeland, which has been lost to time, by the ancient Roman botniks, put into enslavement to fight in the gladiatorial arenas. And I'm going to get an extra life. Boom, boom. Straight through the back passage, just like we like it. So with their homeland decimated, and many of them losing their lives fighting battles within the arena, it didn't look good for the ancient blue hedgehog. But one would rise. The great Sonicus would become the champion of the arena and earn his freedom. From there he would start the Great Rebellion, which will bring down the Empire and earn freedom. Give freedom to everybody in the land. And that is the story of the Marble Zone. yeah, a true story. So I hope you enjoyed that. And good timing, because we're in the... I cut the Chaos Emerald because this would have gone on for 10 minutes. But there you see, I did it again. I am fantastico. What can I say? Game on, players. Ouch! I'm not impressed with that. But great balls of fire. Look at this. Ouch again. Anyways, I hope you guys appreciate the time and effort that went into researching those facts you were just given. Just saying. Anyway, as you can see, Dr. Robotnik has made some technological advances and added some traps and stuff along the way in these ancient ruins to try and hinder your progress. But you know, when you've got a true player like me playing the game, it's not a problem, you get me, bruv. Anyway, this part down here used to scare the hell out of me as a kid. As you can see, you get very close to the lava. Before, we used to just drop down, run like hell, and were very worried that we would call it the drink would get us. But as you can see, it's very easy. You can even stand there for ages and play chicken with it. Alright, so let's get some rings. So this next part was also the amount of times I used to drop off these swinging platforms into the drink. As a kid, lose the rings, lose lives, lose the shield. Yeah, it was very nerve-wracking, you could say. But no problem this time. Straight through. The spring would push you straight back into the drink. Also not a problem. Something I've just remembered. Okay, so you know in the last game we talked how Dr. Robotnik, who was based off of, mentioning no names. So people said to me, was he based off of Saddam Hussein? I can tell you, Dr. Robotnik was not based off of Saddam Hussein. But you'd be amazed. There is a game with Saddam Hussein in it. And I'm going to show you it right now. This was the late, the great Saddam Hussein. Okay, maybe he wasn't so great. A very sick puppy. The ruthless dictator of Iraq. A very naughty boy. And he got what was coming to him. Anyway, although Dr. Robotnik was not based on Saddam Hussein, he did get a character based on him in a great game also made for the Sega Mega Drive / Genesis. And that game was Desert Strike. This game was amazing. You played as a chopper pilot. Your job basically to save the world against this madman.
Get to the chopper!
And yeah, we're not here to talk about the game. We're here to talk about the madman himself. So I want to show you some things that are going to crack you up because this is amazing. Check out some hilarious story elements from the game. The Middle East. Terrorist leader General Kilbaba stuns the world when he invades a small but wealthy Arab emirate and takes over its Kuwait. And come on, someone today would find this Kilbaba offensive for sure. The madman built his reputation, showing no mercy for those who stood in his way. Look, drowning the guy in a barrel. They built a little contraption and everything. And remember, this was a kids. We played this as kids. No age ratings back then. Definitely be 18 now. The madman's secret bunker. I see that not all the missile launchers are in place for the attack. Get the plans together or I will see you suffer the same fate as my last deputy. Your Greatness, I want to see my children grow, but your plans might course, the end of all the world. Slap. Get to work now, or I feed you to the rats from which you came. Yes, oh greatness, our time of triumph will soon arrive. Leslie Mansford, EANN reporting live. The President has ordered the Special Forces Best Chopper Team to deal with the situation.
Get to the chopper!
And that never gets old. Oh man. Experts speculate that the President blah 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 blah, nobody cares. Before we get back into Sonic, check out some of these co-pilots you can be. Right, so Xavier Thomas, X-Man. Was he a Marvel superhero? Was he one in the X-Men? Who knows? With that moustache, he well could have been. Hey, it was the 90s, come on. Ozzy's got to be my favourite. Ozzy's got nerves of steel, tempered by years of championship horse racing in Australia. Okay, one, she's Australian, isn't this meant to be US Air Force? Or Special Forces or whatever it is? A little bit confused. For those of you out there, this game is very diverse. It was the 90s, you guys didn't think diversity existed back then. Look, a very strong Australian woman who is a championship horse rider. So just imagine how useful that is, flying a chopper. No, I'm not going to do the chopper bit again. Just one more before we get back into Sonic. So this is Lieutenant Carlos Valdez. And I'm guessing this guy is of Hispanic origin. Just a guess from the name. Might not be. But anyway, where did they get the name Jake from? Like, I don't want to do any stereotypical names, but they could have given him a cool name like, you know, this thing, Top Gun, Maverick, Iceman, whatever, yeah? Jake, that's like the most Anglo-American nickname you can come up with. Like, I could just imagine some commander on the base or general or whatever, I'm not a military guy, saying like, hey, what's your code name? And he gives the code name, whatever that may be. And they're like, no boy, we're going to call you Jake from now on. Yeah, it makes no sense to me either. But thought that was hilarious. Let's play some Sonic the Hedgehog right now. Oh my god, that was amazing. Oh, the madman. Oh, it's been a long time since I played Desert Strike. At least 25 years, probably closer to 30. I don't think I've even played it in emulation. Last time I played it probably was on the Sega Mega Drive / Genesis even. Whoa, what a game. We're definitely going to continue. We want to know the outcome of the Madman because I don't think I ever finished that game. I think I probably only ever did the first like level or mission or whatever it is. So I'm not going to show the gameplay footage or play the game. I just want to know what happens to the Madman. So throughout the rest of these videos, however long it may take, I don't know if it takes 1, 2, 3 or all of the videos, I'm going to show the outcome of the Madman because that was absolutely amazing. Oh, so glad that I put that in. Desert Strike, a game worth playing. They made sequels. I think there was like Jungle Strike and Urban Strike, but really like no one cared. Desert Strike was the game back in the day. Oh, look at this! Do you see that perfect editing? You wouldn't even know that I cut bits. It's like flawless. Anyway, let's go and grab another Chaos Emerald. Yeah, jog on. You won't believe that took me like 7 or 8 minutes. Got completely lost in that maze. It's driving me crazy. But yeah, we did it. All the goals. Ah, that's not good, is it? Off to a great start on the boss level. Like a boss. Seriously. Hey, I'm just showing you guys how an average Joe like one of you would play this extremely complicated hard game. You know, you've got a controller with free. If you played this on the original hardware, you would have a free button. Seriously, a free button controller with A, B, and C. So a lot of buttons to remember. A would be jump and spin, B would be jump and spin, and C would be jump and spin. So yeah, you're thinking to yourself, basically, why do you need 3 buttons? You can just use one. That's the whole point. There's 3 buttons there. It's difficult to know which one to choose. Do you go A, B, or C? You know, it all depends on where you want to place your thumb, or if you're one of those nutters that doesn't use your thumbs to play, uses your finger. I see the amount of people I used to see back in the day that laid the controller on the ground and used their fingers. Fingering is bad, you know. You shouldn't be fingering, but you know, fingering was something that was in in the 90s. Yep, let's get another. There we go. An extra life for me. Speaking of extra lives, all my goals are being met. I've lost no lives. So far, I've got all the Chaos Emeralds, and I'm well on the way to defeating the Eggman himself. So let's get there now, and then let's kill him. I didn't even know you could jump on a spike. I just thought it would kill you. You learn a new thing every day, Game Boys and Game Girls. Game on, players. Alright. This is another extremely This is another extremely difficult bit of the level. So if I mess up here and I fall off of this chain, I end up in the drink. The lava. The drink, and then I have to come all the way back up again. So, and you're trying to avoid the spikes. You see the bats, sweaty hands. His palms are sweaty, as Eminem would say. See, and then what happens here is you get spiked. You fall down without rings. Luckily, I'm flashing. Got the ring. So now I need to go and do all that again. So it's not as easy as it looks, Game Boys and Game Girls. Do a little bit of cutting here because we don't want to see the same stuff again. So we just basically want to get back up and see. No rings as well. Look, 0 rings. If I get spiked or bat or fall in the drink, it's game over. Not game over, but I lose a life. So one of my goals. This is very dramatic now. Everybody's nerves are on edge. Can I do it? Check out the skill. Check it out. Get a couple of rings. It's boss time. Sweat is dropping off my head. 3 bars of fire. Yeah, just jump, mate. Yeah, not into the drink. I don't know. Playing like one of you Game Boys or Game Girls right now. Alright, here we are. It's boss time. Players. Let's do it, Sonic. Come on. Get a move on. Easy or difficult? What do you think? This boss is... Believe it or not, this boss is very easy. As easy as the first one. You just got to jump, hit him, jump to next ledge, hit him again. Just backwards and forwards. He sets the ground on fire. Pretty straightforward. This is like the last easy bit of the game, and then after this it will become extremely difficult. As ouch, don't need any rings because I've got the skill. After this it will become extremely difficult because I can't actually remember the levels too well, and I remember having difficulty as them as a kid. So, and we did it. Woohoo! We are victorious! Game on, players. Thanks all again for indulging me by watching my stupid video. If you like what you see here, please like, subscribe, share, leave me comments in the comments section. Let me know what you want to see from me in the future. Part 3 is coming very soon. I'm also working on the real Final Fantasy VII Remake. And of course we're going to continue the story of the Madman, because we all want to know what happens to the Madman. Anyway, I stayed up late to do this, so I'm off to bed. Peace!